Good morning, Jason. You was right. You was right, Jason, man. Hornet Nation is big time. You were right. Hey, I promise I'm gonna be short and sweet. It's 11:30-ish on a Tuesday. I know everybody got things to do, so I'm gonna be short and sweet. For you guys that don't know, tomorrow is the first day of signing period. So I got a lot of work to do. Got a lot of work to do because the foundation of any program is recruiting. And that's what we're gonna be all about, okay? So I just wanna first of all thank Dr. Ross, thank you very much. Dr. Cable, thank you. I'm extremely blessed. I'm excited about the opportunity. I wanna thank my wife and my family, Stacy, who's in South Carolina working today, but I'm sure she's watching. I wanna thank my daughter, Kendall, she's a senior at Ole Miss. And I wanna thank my son, TJ, who's going to be a sophomore at Alabama State University. I have the perfect coach's family. On Saturday night, I called my family. We had to do it because my daughter, of course, is in Oxford. We did a FaceTime meeting. I call it a family meeting. And a family meeting is code for we're about to move. And so every time I do that, my daughter, she's still really the emotional one. She's the one that's, hey, where are we going? Tell me about it. So we had a long talk and everybody was on board, talked about all the positive things. And so we were really excited about it. So after, got later into the night, me and my wife just sitting down and talking and I said, well, I don't want any more family meetings for a long time.
Okay, all right.
I also want to thank the players. Where are you guys? You back? Stand up, please. Just stand up. Stand up real quick. Everybody see you guys. I got a chance to meet these guys yesterday. Got a chance to talk about my vision. So then we talked individually, and I had everybody tell me your story. Tell me your story. Tell me how did you get to ASU? Tell me. And so we went through all of that, and it was really good meetings. And what I told those guys, I know probably of those guys, probably 7 or 8 of those guys that are right now in the transfer portal. So my job is the ones that want to stay and want to be part of what we're building, we're going to make sure it happens. But the ones that don't, we understand the transfer portal is a new thing now. The guys that don't, we're going to help them. That's what we're about. We're going to make sure that we help our young men get to the best place that's going to be best for them, and that's what we're about. Okay, and I'm confident we can make that happen. Okay. During my interview, one of the questions was, why ASU? First thing I thought about, I said, can we win championships there? Can we win championships? You have the resources, we got the facilities, and then we got the support. So I'm extremely pleased with that. And then it starts at the top, Dr. Ross. Starts at the top. We got the leadership. So we're excited about that. Great community. Great community. I'm so pleased to have the back and have everybody in here, got the band in here, cheerleaders in here. I'm so excited about the community. And then about Montgomery, Alabama. When I was down in Auburn, I always came through Montgomery. I was always here coming down and go to the movies, come down and go shopping. So I was always in this city. So I think this is a great city to live. I'm ready to get back to a bigger city, so I'm excited about that. And then recruiting. In the state of Alabama, a lot of good players. A lot of good players. And that's one thing that we're always going to try to do. We're going to try to make sure we take care of the state. We're going to take care of the state. But then we're going to recruit the best players out of the city of Montgomery. Okay? And you heard what I said, the best players. We got to find a way for the ones that are being recruited by Auburn, by Alabama, by UAB, those guys. We got to find a way for those guys to stay home. To stay home. That's how you win championships. So I guarantee you that's going to be part of what we do, okay? It's recruiting base, 2.5 hours from Atlanta, 4.5 hours from Memphis, my home. That is going to be a big time recruiting base for us. So Memphis better get ready. We're gonna get one or two that Penny doesn't want. What I found this past year is I love an HBCU school. I mean, I found it out. This is my first year, this past year, being a part of that. You know, everything from the football games, to the tailgating, to homecoming, to the pride of the alumni. All those things really, really stood up with the great academics. All those things made me say, oh, this is what I've been missing. This is what I've been missing. So I'm excited to be a part of that, okay? I was also asked, how am I gonna run my program? How you gonna run your program and what's your style of play gonna be, okay? Well, Jason said it because we talked about it, accountability and discipline from day one. And guys, I'm talking directly to you. Accountability and discipline from day one. As I talked to every one of those guys yesterday, the discipline part came up in everybody's speech to me. Discipline, they want it. They want it, they need it. You're gonna get it. I promise you that. I can tell you that it's gonna be from everything from going to class, on time, sitting in the first 3 rows, making sure that teacher knows what's going on, going to study hall on time, working out, weight room, all those things are part of it, and you're gonna be held accountable for it. There's no wiggle room for that. It's going to happen, okay? I want everyday dudes. What I mean by that is every day you're consistent, because you know that what we're gonna be about, because I'm an everyday coach. I never let up. Never. It's a chance it may be a 4-game losing streak. It happened to me last year, okay? 4-game losing streak, it happens. I never let up because I want to get out of that losing streak. I got to win, okay? And last year I had 4-game winning streak. I'm not letting up. Why? Because I want to keep winning. Because I will never let up, no matter what's going on, okay? Because I want to win. I want to win. You're gonna hear that a million times. As I'm yelling, screaming, going off, because I coach hard now. Guys, I coach hard. But as I'm doing that, when I get through yelling and screaming, I'm going to say, I just want to win. I just want to win. And all of the good players come back with me and say, I want to win too, coach. So now let's go, all right? Another thing, my style, with my philosophy and all that stuff, we're gonna play fast. We're gonna press and all those good things. But the most important part of my teams, and you're gonna see it from day one, is how hard we play. We're gonna be that team that's gonna dive on the floor for loose balls. We're gonna take charges, because I've realized that, yeah, you of course you wanna have the most talented players, but if you have the hardest playing team, which I think I had one of them last year, you're gonna win a lot of games. Last year, at the end of the regular season, we were #1 in the country in offensive rebounds. In the country. Now, I'm not saying Duke, I'm not saying Kentucky, #1 in the country. And anybody who's a coach in here who knows anything about basketball said, if your team is averaging over 15 offensive rebounds a game, they play hard. And so that's what we're gonna be about, okay? I'm excited about coaching in the SWAC. I think it's an underrated league, a lot of really good players, a lot of really good coaches, so I'm really excited about that. And finally, just like I said, I'm gonna keep this short. Yesterday, went and got a haircut. Boo man. So I did a haircut yesterday, so because I told Jason, I said, hey man, I gotta have a cut on Monday, or Tuesday morning, whatever. He said, I got you. I said, okay, good. And so I'm getting the cut, and after the cut, I'm just walking around the shop and I'm looking at all the pictures. And I see all the support and everything that's talking about him and his shop and Alabama State, and I'm like, wow. And then as I'm walking around campus yesterday, and I see all of the signs with Hornet Nation and what it was, Swarm as One.
That's right.
Yeah. I saw all those signs. I was like, wow, I found the spot. I found it. So listen, I'm proud to be your next coach, and let's go, Hornet Nation, let's go.